May 2011, midnight. A man stands frozen in a luxury hotel room, staring at flashing police lights outside his window. His hands won't stop shaking. Just months ago, he was a broke bartender in a small Australian town. Now, he's spent over $1 million. Money that was never supposed to exist. And tonight, it feels like it's all about to catch up with him. But here's the real question. How did an ordinary guy discover a flaw in the banking system and turn it into unlimited cash? Chapter 1. The Discovery. 4 months earlier, a quiet night in Wangaratta, Australia. Dan Saunders walks out of a bar just after midnight, tired, slightly drunk, and nearly broke. He heads to an ATM, hoping to withdraw just enough for a ride home. But something strange happens. The screen flashes an error. Balance unavailable. For a split second, he thinks he sees a number far higher than expected. Then it disappears. Most people would walk away. Dan doesn't. Curious, he tries transferring money between accounts. The transaction fails, so he does something risky. He attempts to withdraw money anyway. The machine pauses. Then, it dispenses cash. Real cash. Dan stares at the bills in disbelief. No warning. No rejection. Just money. He tries again and again. Each time, it works. Standing alone under a flickering streetlight, Dan realizes something unbelievable. For a brief window after midnight, the ATM isn't checking balances properly. It's blind. Chapter 2. Testing the limits. The next morning, Dan wakes up expecting the system to correct itself. But it doesn't. The money is still there. No alerts. No calls. Nothing. That's when an idea forms. What if he could use this glitch repeatedly? Every night, between 1 and 3 a.m., the system seems delayed. So Dan creates a loop. Transfer money that doesn't exist. Withdraw real cash. Then repeat the process the next night to cover the gap. It shouldn't work, but it does. Night after night, the numbers grow. $20,000, $50,000, $100,000. The system never stops him. No alarms, no intervention. Within weeks, his account shows something unbelievable. Over $1 million. On paper, Dan is now a millionaire. Chapter 3. The High Life. And this is where everything changes. Dan doesn't stop. He accelerates. Private flights, luxury hotels, expensive dinners. He travels internationally, living a life most people only see in movies. When people ask how he can afford it, he gives simple answers. Investments, crypto, business deals. No one questions it. Because when money is visible, people believe the story. He starts helping others too, paying off debts, covering tuition, supporting friends. At first, it feels good, like he's finally in control of his life. But slowly, something shifts. The excitement turns into pressure. Every night, he has to repeat the process. Every transaction feels like a risk, and the more he spends, the harder it becomes to stop. Chapter 4. The Warning Signs, 10:30, 12:30. Then one night, everything changes. A close friend pulls him aside and says, "I know what you're doing." Just like that, the illusion cracks. Dan realizes he's not invisible. People are noticing, and if they can see it, who else can? From that moment on, the fear begins. Every phone call feels like bad news. Every siren sounds closer than it should. He starts losing sleep, checking his name online, waiting for something to happen. but nothing does. And somehow, that makes it worse. Chapter 5. The breaking point. Eventually, the pressure becomes too much. Dan stops. One night, he doesn't perform the transfers. He lets the system reset, and instantly, everything collapses. His account drops into massive negative territory. The reality finally comes up. The illusion is gone. He contacts the bank, trying to explain. But by then, it's no longer just a banking issue. It's a legal one, and all he can do now is wait. Chapter 6. Consequences. For months, nothing happens. Then years. Until finally, Dan decides to come forward himself. He tells his story publicly.
Second-degree murder.
And this time, authorities respond.
How do you
He's
plead?
charged, taken to court, and sentenced. After serving his time, Dan returns to a normal life. No luxury, no shortcuts, just reality. But with one lesson that changed everything. Sometimes, the biggest risk isn't getting caught. It's believing you won't. Ending. Call to action. What would you do if you discovered something like this? Would you walk away or take the chance? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoy real stories like this, hit subscribe because the next one might be even more unbelievable.